Gong. All right. We're live now. Let's start this in about 5 minutes. Let's see, get some more people in. So Diddy got arrested.
Yeah, for
Diddy,
trafficking. But are we surprised?
nah.
Maybe he'll start. Maybe he'll sing more than Jeffrey Epstein. Maybe
You
he'll
never
tell
know.
us who's part of it. All right, not shiny no more.
You never know.
What's up, everyone out there in the chat? Nobody here yet? It's fine. Oh, it is people here. Hey, what's up, Q Smooth? Hey, what's up, Samuel?
Let's get with y'all niggas.
How are y'all tonight?
Man,
What's up,
ah,
Christian? Where's Try? We don't know where Try is. We ain't his keeper. It's like no, he said he ain't see the movie, so he said we can go on without him tonight.
shout out to Try.
Oh, happy belated birthday, Sam.
Yes, happy belated.
Y'all, I'm a little
How was
heartbroken.
Italy?
My Eagles lost, but y'all probably already knew that. Don't rub it in. I will cry.
Let's all make Lashia happy.
Q said he been sick for a week. You're doing a lot better. That's good. We're gonna pray that you keep getting healthier and healthier, man.
Yeah, man.
Raymania in the building. What's up, Ray Sean?
You said what?
Raymania is in the building. Ray Sean?
What's good? What's good, Ray? Everybody starting about 3 more minutes. Let me just share this video.
Sam said he got 3 books and a carrot cake for his birthday.
Probably. I haven't had a carrot cake in years. Never liked carrot
You
cake.
know what's so crazy? I was just thinking about my cousin Mike that passed, and he passed years ago, but I remember thinking about him and remembering when we went over to his house, he had gave my mom a carrot cake to take back home,
Right.
but we never got a chance to eat it because I don't want to put all that on there, but we never got a chance to eat it. We never did. So
Yeah, I hate carrot cake. I hate pumpkin pie. There's a lot of desserts I don't even fuck with.
Ray
I
said, I
just
just
posted.
posted a teaser trailer on my YouTube channel for Sade. I saw that. The band. we if you don't know Sade is the band by now, what are you doing? He's reviewing their Promise and Love deluxe album from 1985 to 1992, respectively, from Epic Records.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be fire.
You ready to get this road on the show?
Yeah, I just shared everybody. I just shared the video, so I'm ready. What's good, you two? How's everyone doing? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homegirl Lashia in the building with me. How you doing, girl?
Hello.
Yes, yes.
What
All
up,
right,
girl?
so today we're gonna review the movie Problem Child. This movie came out in July 27th, 1990. You know what I'm saying? It was directed by Dennis Duggan, and it was also produced by Imagine Entertainment and distributed by Universal Pictures. You know what I'm saying? How did you get into this movie?
Well, Reg, I was alive when it came out, so I was like 3 years old when it came out. I didn't see it though until like a little bit later on, like probably like 3 or 4 years after it came out. Um, kind of swept up with Home Alone and Problem Child and Dennis the Menace, like all of those together. Can you imagine if all three of them was in the movie together? That would have been crazy as hell. But
The box office, boy.
yo, that would have been crazy. Kevin McAllister, Dennis, and the Problem Child, man, it would have been crazy. But yeah, that's how I came across it because I was actually like I was like 3 when it came out. How did you come across it, Reg?
Honestly, I was watching a YouTube video from the Nostalgia Critic, and he reviewed this movie, and I was a huge fan of John Ritter, so I was just like, let me watch this movie, and I just laughed my ass off watching this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kid was a badass motherfucker.
And I know it was right up your alley because it had so much cussing in it, Reg.
For real. Mind you, this movie was rated PG at the time. And
Yo,
PG,
and that's what was crazy about it. I was like, this ain't no PG.
this is literally R rated and shit, for the most part.
Yeah.
Because PG back in them days had a slightly more edge compared to the PG now and shit. What up, Mike? Because PG now is like G rated with a few risque jokes here and there. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this movie was just crazy. This movie was just crazy. And I know that they made a sequel to this movie in 1991, which I have not seen. And
I think
also,
it was like 2 sequels.
yeah, they did 2 sequels. They made a made for TV movie too, which is called Problem Child Junior in Love or Great. Yeah, man. But let's get started.
Just as bad as his ass.
Right.
It was like when Chucky found his bride. Like,
well, Problem Child 2 has actually got the PG-13 rating and shit, so that's interesting.
Mike, what's up?
Shit. Anyway, so let's get started with this movie. So this movie stars John Ritter. You know what I'm saying? You guys should know him. You probably best know him as Jack Tripper from Three's Company. You know what I'm saying? This is around the time when Three's Company, of course, ended. He was doing like a lot more movie roles and stuff like that too. You had Michael Oliver who played Junior. You know what I'm saying? He's a child actor. He retired and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say like he mostly got discovered, I think, through a Chevron commercial. And so a couple years later, they picked him up for this movie right here too. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Gilbert Gottfried, the late great Gilbert Gottfried, who played like the head of the adoption agency and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whenever you see Gilbert Gottfried, you already know he's gonna play somebody crazy, outlandish, and stuff like that too. So, and then you have Amy Yasbeck, who pretty much played Yasbeck. Yeah, thank you. She's probably best known for her role in the show Wings and stuff like that too. But she appeared on a few movies here and there too. She actually married John Ritter like years after this movie was over and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, she is his widow and shit too. So, yeah. By the way, rest in peace, John Ritter. Rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. And finally, yeah, Jack Warden, who played Ben's father, who was like a banker and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a fairly talented cast and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So what's the premise of Problem Child? So it starts this young, badass, rebellious little boy named Junior, who is in the adoption agency, and he's pretty much gets tossed from family to family to family, and then he ends up, being part of like this nun agency, right? And then you have this couple who was played by John Ritter and Amy Yisbeck. They are pretty much like a loveless couple trying to make a baby, but she can't. Excuse me. She can't produce like children, so they ended up wanting to adopt and whatnot too. So that's where they came across Junior, and they think he's a sweet kid, but then also he just starts showing his ass more and stuff like that. And pretty much when it comes to Junior, he looks up to a serial killer named Martin Beck, who's played by Michael Richards. Oh, I forgot to mention he was in this movie and
I was
stuff like
shutting
that.
up. I was like, he gonna come to it later, sooner or later.
Yeah, because I was looking on Wikipedia the main cast, but they didn't put his name in the main cast and shit. So I was like, I know I'm forgetting somebody. Yeah, but you guys should know Michael Richards. He played Kramer on Seinfeld and stuff like that too. He's also known for another infamous performance, but you guys should know about that. So he plays like a serial killer and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Who Junior looks up to. Because of course he's a badass boy. Of course he will look up to serial killers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, when it comes to this movie and everything like that too, this movie was like I always considered this movie the anti Home Alone, and it's ironic because Macaulay Culkin was the original choice for this movie, believe it or not. But he actually would go on to play, of course, the Home Alone sequels and then the My Girl movie, and he ended up playing like a more badass role
In the Good
in this
Son.
movie called Good Son. Yes, which I have to see that. I heard that was a good movie too. You know what I'm
He
saying?
was in there with Elijah Wood. Very
Ah,
good
okay,
movie.
yes, and so yeah, man, and so you can definitely tell, like with a lot of the dialogue and John Ritter and Gilbert Godfrey, they were pretty much given like free reign to like do a lot of the improvising and ad libbing and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, man, and it's crazy because there's something that I do want to talk about this movie that caught my attention, and it's pretty much what I liked about the movie the most was how much I say John Ritter stole the show in the whole movie because we saw him as a happy-go-lucky, optimistic dad. But then, with how many times Junior keeps fucking up, we saw him slowly just lose his mind and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, you had Amy's character Flo, who's like this overbearing, dominating wife and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Who pretty much don't even care about adopting Junior. She just wants to do it just because it looks good on her and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, what was interesting about the movie was the fact that when they did the sequel, they brought her character back. Well, they brought the actress back, but they had a different character and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much she was like a school nurse. I have not seen the sequel and stuff like that, so I'm gonna see that pretty much soon. And when it comes to the whole Ben Healy character, there were several other actors, considered for that role. Most notably, Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd, Rick Moranis, all dope actors and stuff like that. All of them pretty much were at the peak at that time. And we guys should know that Moranis and Dan Aykroyd, they were pretty much busy with Ghostbusters 2 at that time. Stay tuned on that next month. Before Chevy Chase was finishing up National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, you know what I'm saying? Which surprisingly, I've never actually seen the National Lampoon movie in full, believe it or not. So, if y'all have
Neither
some
have I.
recommendations, you said neither have you?
Mm-mm.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I like Chevy Chase, but I'm not the biggest Chevy Chase fan. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's because it's a holiday movie, and I'm like, I have my holiday go tos, so
Yeah,
I will watch Home Alone 2 150 million times before I watch National Lampoons once.
I watched Die Hard a million times before I watched National Lampoon, and yes, Die
But you
Hard
know
is a
what?
Christmas.
It is one infamous scene in National Lampoon that, when he's trying to get the lights right. There's always been a problem with the damn Christmas lights. So,
Right.
I mean, it might be something to check into this year. I don't know. I'll make it a point to do something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably watch one National Lampoon movie just for F sake to see if I like it too. Maybe. Um, but yeah, man. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I cannot really see Chevy Chase. I feel like Chevy Chase would have pretty much played the same character from National Lampoon and whatnot too. You know what I'm saying? And as
I
far as
can
the
see
actresses
him
go,
being the nice part. I can see when what you call snap. I can see Chevy Chase doing that part,
yeah,
but not like the rest of it. Not like the son being the son of a dad. You know.
right.
Let's really dig into this movie though, because I know you gave a summary.
No, I'm done with the summary now.
Let's really dig into this movie though, because it wasn't like he was just some, you know. First of all, we don't know his mom. His mom left him on the doorstep, which is sad because it's like he had such a tragic he had such a tragic beginning of his life, and then it's like made like he's just this problem child out of nowhere. But John Britter's character, he really sees him for who he is, and that's why he's able to break through everything. He gets left on. But I thought it was hilarious how in every stage of his life, every time he gets to the bed, next thing you know, somebody is carrying his ass in a basket to the next house, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm like, what? Why they put his big ass in this basket? Because it got to a point where it got a little ridiculous. Like he could walk. Like, why y'all putting him in this big
Right.
ass basket and dropping him off in front of somebody's home? And then him ended up at the orphanage. I'm not even gonna lie. Like a lot of this stuff, I could understand where the problem child was coming from. I could understand where Junior was coming from. Cause it was times he was good, or like he just wanted to be a class clown. It always snowballed. All right. And him
Right.
being it made me mad because the nun was like hitting him and stuff like that, pulling his ear and stuff like that. And I'm like, of course he gonna rebel because like no kid wants to be hit, or like you pull my ear, I'm gonna be mad. You get what I'm saying? Like it was times his quips were just like the problem child Junior's quips. He was quick with it. He was quick with it because she was like, I want you to clean that pan so clean, like make it so clean I can see myself in it. He was like, well, this one kind of looks like you. Like he was covered with all this shit on it. I was like,
Right.
wow. Like, he was quick with it. Gilbert Godfrey, awesome addition to this cast. Oh my gosh. Him being a part of this cast just made, I think it's just a voice. It's such a familiar voice. It's such a nostalgic voice. It's right up there with um Bobcat Goldthwait's
Yeah.
voice. Like it's like Gilbert Godfrey, he walked so which call could run. Like
I agree.
and nobody has really a distinctive voice like that anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, so you could tell when, like, soon as he's up there with the nuns, he's fighting with the nuns and everything like that, and they're like, which and at first, Gilbert Godfrey's character was on Problem Child's side. And then when the Problem Child came in there was cussing and all that stuff, it was like, oh, he was like, you trying to get out there? All right, bet. He was like, well, we gonna make sure that we make that happen.
Like,
Um,
oh, okay. Is that what we're gonna do? Okay.
that's what we're gonna do. Um, let's do an honorable mention in the cast. I did a little digging. First of all, Dennis Dugan was not only the director, but he also had a role in the movie as well as the All-American Dad. I think he was the one that I think he was the one. Was he the one that was the other coach?
Yeah.
Or no, he wasn't. He was the one that was the I think he was the other coach. I think he was the other coach. So he had a role in the movie. So M. Night Shyamalan, when he make movies and then he's in the movie, like he did something like that. But Dennis Dugan was also a part of the MASH cast. And if you know anything about MASH, you know that their humor, to me, is top tier. Okay, it was a serious show, but their humor was top tier to me. All right, so
I know you like MASH.
Yeah, I like MASH. So Lucy, the little girl who had the party, all right, follow me on this one. Her name is Colby Klein. All right. She was only in that movie and one other movie. She wasn't in a lot of movies. But her father is Richard Klein. And who is Richard Klein? Richard Klein played Larry Dallas on Three's Company. So he played the best friend of Jack Tripper on Three's Company.
I never knew. Right? Wow.
So he was able to get his daughter on the movie, and she played the hell out of that role too. She was like, "No, you can't see the magic show. It's my party. I get to say who be at my magic show." And Papa Child was like, first he was a little down, but then he was like, "Okay, bet." That's like one of my favorite scenes in the whole damn movie. And a perfect song choice as well. It's my party. Yo,
I love that.
That John was crazy. So isn't it kind of funny how his dad was like, take him back, get the receipt, like take that boy back. It was crazy because that boy was exactly like him. See, the devil knew the devil.
Right.
He knew. He was like, that little boy is a liar. He is bad. And he knew because his dad is a snake and a liar. You feel me? So, yeah. And I want to take a little bit of a twist right here and say, I thought it was crazy how there was so much emphasis on having children back then. Like to be in an affluent neighborhood, it wasn't enough to make money. You actually had to have children. And they was really big on it. Like even on The Help. I don't know if you saw The Help. But
I got it.
One of the things that happened was that one of the ladies was kind of ostracized from the group because one, they thought that she stole the boyfriend of one of the lead girl, which was not even the case. They started dating way after they broke up, and she couldn't have kids, so they all having children, popping out babies one by one. And she kept having miscarriages. She couldn't carry a baby to full term. So she had a desire to be a mother, but she couldn't have kids. And in the 60s, it was like women, especially white women, that was Black women, for some reason, it wasn't a real big emphasis on them being mothers, wives and mothers, because back then they were slaves. So,
right.
And it was treated as subhuman, and it seemed like it was never a problem with them getting pregnant, right? Because they always end up having kids. So white women, they had problems. It's probably because of what the white men was doing. They was getting punished for it, but we ain't gonna get into all that. But the white woman was becoming barren and they couldn't have kids and all this different stuff, and they was trying different methods to have children and this, that, and the third. And it was such a big thing to be a wife and a mother and be able to carry on a legacy. Like if you could not bear children, like you were considered a dud. And it's crazy that going into this 1990s movie, that was still kind of the sentiment. All right.
Right.
And it is sad because, you know, she wanted so badly to be accepted that she was like, listen, let's finally go and adopt a child. But everything was so hilarious, like her throwing the cat, him, you know, doing something to the cat later on, the pictures that he was drawing, you know, everything that I like that they took great care to put in all the little details that when you look back on the movie, you're like, they really took great care in making sure that everything was detailed down to the type of room that he has, what kind of clothes he wears, what, you know, the bow tie. I forgot what the bow tie symbolized to. I watched it again. I was like, oh yeah, he was following the bow tie killer. Michael Richards played a hell of a role. It was pre Frasier. I mean, not Frasier. I don't want to say Frasier so bad. It was pre Seinfeld. Same difference. It's definitely a difference. It's definitely a difference. But it was pre Seinfeld. So to see him be this bow tie killer on Problem Child, and me not even make the connection that he played that role, and then seeing him as Kramer all of these years, I was like, oh yeah, he was the bow tie killer. So it was just like one of those, like, you know, those things that it's like, yeah, I didn't even know that happened. I couldn't believe that they got a 5.5 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes, because that was an amazing freaking movie.
It got 0% too.
They got 0% on what?
Hold on.
While you look that up.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, I got that they got a 5 out of 5. I mean 5.5 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh
wow. Funny thing about John Ritter and Amy Asbeck. So they did go on to have kids in real life.
Right.
I think before they did this movie, however, they were in an episode of Cosby.
Yes.
And I think what they was trying to do a spin-off show with John Ritter and Amy Asbeck, because the way that it was filmed, it was like the whole episode was about them as a couple. And then Cosby was just kind of thrown in there as their doctor to deliver the baby. I was like, was they trying to do a spinoff and then decided not to do it?
It was a backdoor pilot, but it didn't go through.
Yeah, so I think that John Ritter being a movie actor after coming off of Three's Company was actually the way to go for him. He's such a physical actor.
Right.
You know, and it's just sad. It's sad because the one thing that I'm not gonna lie, I almost shed a tear a little bit, because remember the part where when he got shot?
Yeah.
And it's so convenient. Well, not convenient. It's so crazy that the shot was right at his heart. And that's what took him out in real life, was the aortic aneurysm.
Yeah, man.
I was like, man, that's crazy. To take a shot to the heart and then, like, in real life die from something that has something to do with the heart, that kind of got me a little bit.
And his
Of course, when it came out, you didn't know that was going to happen. Like he was still alive and well, but it's like later on in life when you put all the pieces together, you're like, damn, like who would have thought, right?
right.
Yeah, I took a few notes, but I think that was pretty much what covered it for me. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any favorite scenes?
Oh, absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, favorite scenes. The birthday scene, definitely my favorite scene. The scene where he finally loses it and he's about to smother Junior. That was hilarious. Um, the scene where I don't know, the scene at the very beginning when they kept going to house and had him in the basket,
Yeah.
and the scene where he exposed his dad, where Haley exposed his dad.
That was a great scene.
And yeah, put him on the news, and he pulled down his pants and exposed his butt, and that's why I was like, a PG movie for real.
The same rating as Frozen.
Exactly. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, those were my favorite scenes. I'm trying to think, was there any other scenes in there? Yeah, that was it. That was it. What about you?
Okay. I have plenty of favorite scenes. I love the scene when they were playing baseball and he finally hit the ball and then and then all of a sudden he starts going crazy. And it was when John was like, "Are you nuts?" And then when he actually finally succeeded, like he said, touchdown, touchdown. Then he started playing bad to the bone in the background. And then the camera work, how you saw everybody's faces, people climbing up the fences to be safe. And the way they zoomed in on the dad's face was always killed me and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? I also love the scene where like you mentioned the birthday party was hilarious and everything like that too. What else? What else? What else? What else? When Michael Richards' character came, and once the dad found out that they don't connect the son and Flo, he starts going happy. He was like, "So yeah, so you're finally gone." He just starts dancing around and shit. And it's not a particularly favorite scene, but it's like where they were trying to return the kid back, and once he found out that Junior was returned 30 times, you know what I'm saying? He started trying to work with them, and he said this is one of my favorite quotes in the movie. He's like, problems don't just go, Flo. You know, like, and when he said that, I don't know why, I just burst out laughing and stuff like that. And then he was going in talking about, hey, maybe he could be the president of the United States. And then the next scene is like they're all just leaving the adoption agency and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those things right there are some of my favorite scenes as well.
What's up, TT? TT's Universe is in the building.
What up, TT?
It's so funny that he said that he could be the next president of the United States, and I look at who's running now, and I'm like, yeah, this is the problem child all grown up. running for president.
That's your step to independence.
That's crazy. Most sentimental scenes, when he finally realized that Junior liked him.
I love that scene.
And he just sat back and realized, because at first he was like, $100,000, you could keep them. Like, I don't care. Like, and what's with him just breaking the window? Like, I was like, you gotta fix that. Like,
It's like, come on, man, you better get a job or something.
Like, what is going on? But I think it messed up, like his family and everything. And oh, did you catch what his dad said? He said, "I thought you would have, do some backdoor stuff, or you know, but you're just too nice. You haven't learned anything from me." I was like,
Damn.
but he's always really like played like a mean white man in a movie.
He always like that. Yep.
Yeah, like that's like he's like typecasted into that type of character. I think John Ritter was perfect for the role. I can't really see anybody else playing that role better than him. I like also that you saw character development and you saw that he went from being this really nice guy to having boundaries and telling people to shut the F up, like shut up, Flo. Oh, the whole suitcase thing. When he put her in a suitcase, I was like, yo,
Damn.
that's crazy. That is
Man,
crazy.
she riding around with some pigs now and stuff.
Yo, but how about in the jail, right? Everybody was scared of. You know what? It's so weird watching it now because we've gone through years of watching Michael Richards as Kramer, and to see him be this guy that everybody is like scared of, I was like, I don't know, man. I was mad. He was like, I need a cigarette, and then all these black dudes came up with cigarettes, like trying to give him a cigarette, and then the black guard comes in there to give him a letter, and then he jumps at him, and he's like all scared and stuff. I'm like, this is definitely a fantasy land because no white guys jumped. No white guys was scared of this white guy. It was like, oh, let's make all the black guys scared of him. And I was like,
They knew what they were doing.
exactly. And then the warden comes up and he's like, hey, catch. And he throws the barbell at him, and he ends up flying over the other side. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And I'm like, he still got out because the other scene that I liked was when he was reading the ink blots, and the person was like, that's not what he's seeing. He's lying. That was funny. He was like, there's no color. How could you see pink flowers? He only sees blood. And sure enough, when the dude came out, the dude left out, he killed the dude, man. I like, that's crazy, y'all. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is insane. But one thing I liked about the movie, even though it was like vulgar, they didn't really go too bloody and gory with some of them scenes.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of nut shots in this joint. Oh, and you could tell it was an old movie because the little boy used the R word in it. And they stopped letting people use the R word in shows and movies.
Right.
It was like, hey, retards. I was like, wow. I was like, you can tell this is an old movie. You can't even say that word without somebody being like,
You're gonna have to scale that back a little bit.
Oh, this movie would have been canceled with the quickness.
I agree.
It would have been canceled with the quickness in today's world because Today's kids, they don't understand that type of humor. They don't.
Nah,
It was like Matilda, but like the child was troubled.
I can see the Matilda similarities and stuff like that too. But the thing
Hmm.
was, it was like with Matilda compared to this movie, Matilda had like a glimmer of hope, whereas with this movie, it was just like we're just gonna go off the rails and whatnot too. To be real with you,
Hmm.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because like with Home Alone and whatnot too, it's like Macaulay Culkin's character, he does not look for the shit, but the shit always finds him and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with Junior's character, he constantly looks for the shit and don't give a fuck who gets hurt. That's the thing.
I don't know, because it was just sometimes where I was just like, I was on his side. Because first of all, the nun, and then the little girl, she was like it, and she's like, first they didn't have a baby, and now you're like older, and that's gross. And then
Right.
and what was the other one? When the kids came up and it was like, who's he? She's like, I don't know. They were like, he's not even a real kid. He's adopted. I'm like, what the fuck
Oh
is wrong
hell
with
no.
y'all? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, who who tells y'all this stuff? Like, obviously the parents is talking about them behind their backs. And she wants so desperately to fit in with these people, and they was talking greedy about them.
And that's where they always get it from. And that's why when it comes to John Ritter's character, I felt like it was pretty groundbreaking to have like an adoptive father try to teach his kid the right way and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? It's the right way of things. Because at that time, you didn't really have a lot of movies like that. You know?
Hmm. That John was I really, really liked the movie. I really like I'm glad you asked me to review this with you, because I was able to watch it on YouTube for free. And it took me back. Like, slowly I started remembering everything that happened in the movie,
Right.
but looking at it through adult eyes now, it's like you get the jokes a lot faster. It's way funnier than when you're a kid and watching it. That definitely was not made for no kids. That was definitely made for adults all day. You got
And
to
it
see. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say you got to see John Ritter's range as an actor in this. Uh, and I can imagine back then, seeing him go from being Jack Tripper to being this guy on Power Child. Let's just say Jack, John Ritter was able to move effortlessly between roles, where you be like, oh damn, he played on that too. Oh damn, he played on that too. But it's just like, it wasn't like in your face, like he's in this and he's in that and he's in that and he's in that. It was like a very methodical like movement to this type of role and then to this type of role. And I love that he you said they got married after this movie. I could
Like
have
eight
sworn they
years
got
after.
married. I could have sworn they got married before, unless it was later episodes of the Cosby Show. But I don't know. He looked younger in the Cosby Show than he looked in the movie. So that's why I'm like confused.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. They could have been dating for a long, long time. I don't know. But they do. I don't know if you saw John Ritter's son. Looks
Yeah, Jason Ritter.
look just like him.
like a spitting image. I was like, yo,
scary. Like it's like, oh my gosh, like. But it's always hard for you to follow in your parents' footsteps, especially if you like not like on that wave.
right,
So, and that is Amy Yazbek's son. So it's like she kept her last name because you know that's the name that's making money.
exactly.
Just like Whitney Houston, just like a lot of other people that keep their last name. So that's not uncommon. It will be. Wait a minute, hold up. Ray said Problem Child was a family film at the end of the day, in the words of nostalgia critic, for the kids.
Right.
And then Sam said, I know, like that girl. I forgot who we talking about. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't remember. I can't remember what I was even talking about. But yeah, that movie was solid. It got a 10 out of 10 for me. It took my funny bone, and it took me down to a simpler time when, first of all, anytime the beginning, the Universal joint come on, it's gonna be a good fucking movie.
That Universal logo.
Universal thing wrap around, and I was like,
yeah,
this is gonna be a good movie. I'm ready, So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're able to come with us and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 myself. You know what I'm saying? This is just a funny ass movie. Highly recommended to everybody if you're fans of John Ritter. But I won't be real with you. If you're expecting like some of the movie like Home Alone, you're probably not gonna get that with this movie. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like people want to say, oh, just because both of them are like kids, it's the same thing. No, not necessarily, and whatnot. And honestly, I would probably watch Home Alone over this one. That's just my personal intake. But yeah, this one it had a lot of fun. You said what?
I said, really?
I mean, for different reasons. Because I love Problem Child, but Home Alone is just that seminal value to it, But yeah, that's what I have to say.
This. All of them have a different like Problem Child, he was rambunctious out of survival.
Right.
Like he had to survive in his environment. So he, and also to guard himself because he was he was treated differently. And so with that, he just was like, I'm not gonna let them hurt me before, So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hurt them before they hurt me. And then you had Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, who was trying to protect his home, so he resorted to booby traps and everything like that. But any other time, he really isn't a bad kid. It's just like his family, like they fucking suck. If you really look back on the movie, it's like, dang, his family sucks. Like his brother keeps picking on him. They always look at him like he's like this little pissant. And then you got the damn uncle who is a freeloader who makes him seem like he's just like the worst kid ever. But yet his son keep pissing up the bed. Like, make it make sense.
Come on, man. Like, come on, man. What much more can I do?
And then Dennis the Menace, which I don't know if you reviewed Dennis the Menace yet.
The movie or the show? I mean, the cartoon show or the regular show?
The movie with Martin Landau in it.
Nah, I never done the movie. Nope.
The thing about Dennis the Menace is that he really was like, he he tried to be a good kid. It just he ended up doing stuff by accident. He was just
Right.
annoying. He was just an annoying kid. He was like Steve Urkel. He was like Steve Urkel.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, like his intentions was good, but he always ended up fucking something up. Like, and what's crazy is that the only person that had a problem with him was Mr. Wilson, because Mrs. Wilson didn't have a problem with him.
Nope.
She always thought that he was just sweet as pie, and she would always be wondering, like, why do you have such why do you have such a beef with? She didn't use those words, but pretty much, why do you have such a beef with Dennis? Like, Dennis is a sweet kid, and he's like, no, that kid is terrible. Like he always, Mr. Wilson was always getting hurt because of Dennis. Always. So he just was like, I don't like that kid. He like bad luck. kind of like how Carl Winslow viewed Steve Urkel. So,
Right.
yeah. So I think we should review Dennis the Menace the movie.
You said Dennis the Menace the movie. Who was in that movie again?
Martin Landau played Mr. Wilson. I think the little kid was played by, oh my gosh. Because you're right, there was a TV show. So I'm trying to think. I think the kid that played Dennis the Menace, I think it was the same. No, there's a different kid. So I was gonna say the kid from off of Home Alone 3. That's a different kid. It's a different kid. I gotta look it up. But I'll let you know. But definitely,
Okay.
yeah. We need to do Dennis the Menace the movie. Let me see. Hold up. Oh, Jay Smith is in the building. What's up, Jay Smith?
Yo, what's good?
Oh, Sam said the girl from the party. Okay, so he didn't like Lucy. Ray said it's similar to Horrid Henry. Yup. Horrid Henry, because my son watches that cartoon. He says because when you grow older, the reason why Henry acts like a brat is because of his abusive parents, and it's obvious that he inherited their bad traits. Yes, absolutely, yes, absolutely. Because my son watches Horrid Henry, and Horrid Henry is like, it's crazy. And it's like, and that they always praise his youngest brother, Perfect Peter, who suffers from the golden child syndrome. Yup.
Golden Child Syndrome.
Yeah, the one that can never do no wrong. The one they always say, you should be more like insert child thing.
That's crazy. But I hear what you're saying.
Reg, are you an only child?
No, I have a sister.
Older or younger?
Older. She's 5 years older than me.
Oh.
You're only child?
Am I the only
Yeah.
child?
Yeah.
I wish. No, I got a brother and sister.
It's like, I wish.
I got a brother and a sister. No, I'm glad that I'm not the only child though, because there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being the only child that I don't want.
Facts.
Yeah. So, but it's also hard being the oldest child as well, which I am.
Oh, that's right.
Because the baby can never do no wrong. So curses. I can't stand y'all asses.
Shit.
The youngest be like, how he break a vase, but I get in trouble. Because you should have told him not to play with the vase. I didn't know he was playing with the vase.
Exactly. It's like we put that right there for a reason. Mm.
It's terrible. But I guess we can wrap it up.
Okay.
I think we did Problem Child some justice. Rest in peace to John Ritter and Gilbert Gottfried and Jack
Good job.
Warden.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank y'all so much for watching the show. So I
Yeah,
think
was there
tomorrow.
anything that y'all learned about Problem Child that y'all ain't know before? Leave it in the comments below. Um, if you're watching the replay, thank you for tuning into the replay. We appreciate you for tuning in and watching it and giving us that view. We love to do these type of things because maybe you heard of Problem Child, never got a chance to watch it. Maybe you did watch it back in the day and was like, oh, let me go watch it again. Got a nice little hot take. Reg is always great with these reviews. Make sure y'all check Reg reviews out. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all those great things. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on any new episodes that he decides to bestow upon us because he just seems to go live whenever he feels like it. And you gotta just catch him when you catch him. That's why it's good to turn on that notification bell. He is doing a review soon, later on in this week, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what are you
Yes,
doing a
ma'am.
review on?
So tomorrow, since we're still on the soundtrack month, we're gonna do the Baby Boy soundtrack and Soul in the Hole. Soul in the Hole tomorrow. I gotta look back at the time, see what time we're doing that. But that's gonna be an interesting review because I've never actually heard that soundtrack in full. So we'll see where it goes.
Awesome. And y'all can check me out at Think Different TV here on
Yes.
YouTube. It is growing ever so much. We are now at 1,200 subscribers. So that is always great. Love to grow. And today I did my episode of Think Different TV, which is every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time
The whole
on the Think
schedule.
Different TV YouTube channel. Yeah, shout out to my TV fam all across the country.
Yeah.
Then you got Think Different TV Player Pass, which is tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. It will also be on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. I am on Twitch as well. So if you're a Twitcher, you can check me out on there as well. Check out my latest episode of In My Opinion with Think Different TV's Lashia, which I do every Sunday at 5:15 p.m. on www.live975.com. But if you are not able to catch it live, I do post the replay on my page, on my channel. Sorry, not my page, my channel. And the latest one is on Shannon Sharp, Ray J, and Princess Love, Scrappy, and honorable mention Kendrick Lamar doing the Super Bowl halftime show. So
Yes.
yeah, definitely tune into that. I'm still a little hurt about my Eagles, but I'll get over it. Bleed green till I die. All right. I think that wraps it up. We made good time tonight, Reg.
Yes, I actually finished something before 1 a.m. Woo woo.
Whoop, whoop. All right, y'all. We love you guys. We will
Peace.
be on here again soon. Bye.
Y'all have a good night and make sure y'all subscribe to both channels. Peace.